Alrighty, welcome back, stackers. Glorious day. Lots and lots of scrap metal in the garage today. Heading out to the scrapyard. Heading out to the scrapyard shortly. Unloading some treasures I picked up in the trash recently into here, and then I'm going to get out there and go to the scrapyard. So it's kind of like unload just to load up back again. What we got working on here in the corner is I'm trying to separate some stuff. I got some wire. Kind of want to just take a full bucket. I mean, this thing's heavy. That's got to be 20 pounds or so. But maybe I'll hold off for that. I have a lot of aluminum. Got gutters here. This whole tote is filled. Brass. Not that much, maybe 8 pounds of brass. This thing is solid brass. It's got to be $2. I don't know what anyone ever uses solid chunk of brass for, but that's always nice. But yeah, we're heading to the scrapyard, so I'm separating some metals now and start packing up. Hopefully this whole pile will go because I have flea market stuff over there. Still unsure what I want to do with those speakers and that stereo. That stereo is worth a little bit of money, so I don't want to really scrap it. I'm not going to scrap it, but I have to figure out a way to test it. And those speakers are worth money if they work. So that's another project. Alright, so we have a fan here. I pulled this out of the trash. The lady said that it worked. So I'm going to test it. It does work. I'm going to bring the, I mean, this thing's peeling off, but I'll know the truth. Oh, it does work. It's quiet. Oh, it spins. Kind of quiet. So rather than scrap this, I'm going to bring this to the flea market. Save it probably for a month or two till it's really hot. I'll get like $3 or $5 for it rather than just scrap it. This is something I know someone can use, and at the same time it doesn't take up that much space, so it's not a a big nuisance. So I pulled out this brass bed. Well, it looks like it's brass. I thought it was polished brass. I thought it might be aluminum. But I've never picked up a brass bed out of the trash. I know the vintage ones, like antique ones, are always brass, solid brass. So we're going to figure out. I got one of these, I guess they're finials, might be the right word. And we're going to file it down and see if it is actually brass. So I don't know how well you guys can see that. Maybe. So it does look like it's actually brass. That would be a white color if it was aluminum. It's kind of a goldish color like brass is. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's actually brass. Now, what does that thing weigh? I can't figure that out. But I will need to take that thing apart. I know there are a bunch of screws in that and stuff like that. So I'll save that probably for another day when I decide to take all brass. Maybe I'll take brass and copper and show you guys how much of a difference it does to your wallet by bringing brass and copper and non-ferrous metals as it does, for iron. Because you'll see this whole pile of iron right here might be $20, whereas this bucket might be $15 worth, and it's only a 5-gallon bucket, and this got to be a couple hundreds of pounds. So it is amazing how much the difference is between non-ferrous metals and ferrous metals. So this is a fish tank. I brought it to the flea market once. It didn't sell, and I figured I'm not going to bring it again. It takes up way too much space. I was using it as a rack in here to hold stuff, but finally I moved that kind of stuff away, and that's got to be scrapped. Don't really do a great job of packing it. It's kind of my biggest problem. But I'm kind of saving this space here for an aluminum chair for that piece. I'm going to just take it as irony aluminum because it has a metal bar that runs all the way inside. And I don't know how I'm even going to get that out. And then I'd also have to cut off this. I just think the time invested would not be worth it. So I might just take that as irony aluminum. That is not getting scrapped. That's a good flea market piece. And this guy somehow fit in there. But with all these bigger pieces, like that grill, it's going to be kind of hard to fit that, not the snowman, but the bicycle, all three pieces. It's going to be hard. So I'm going to try and condense it the best way I can. Alright, so what's going on here is I changed my t-shirt because the other one was a long sleeve and I was sweating. Put some boots on because I don't expect the yard to be very dry today. It rained last night and don't want to get my shoes all muddy. So what we have here is I'm bringing irony aluminum, which is all this stuff. There's probably that chair and there's another chair. Then I'm doing clean aluminum. I'm bringing one motor that's down there. And this dirty copper bucket. Now, I was going to clean this in terms of taking off the iron part, but this ridge here is like embedded into the copper. And I started peeling it back and I couldn't get the top piece off. So I just said, screw it. It's not like a brass charger where this ridge pulls back and you can just rip it out. It's like, it's different. So rather than spend 15-20 minutes trying to figure that out, I just said screw it, and these handles are iron as well, so that's that. I don't really expect to get much money out of it. If this was, 10, 15 pounds, I'd work on it, but I think it's only like 2 pounds or 3 pounds. So, scrap smarter, not harder, is what I like to say. Yeah, let's head to the scrapyard and see how much money we can make today. Should be a decent payout. Got a lot of aluminum and a lot of iron, so let's head over there. Alright, so I want to have 2 buckets, or two carts. This one's all iron aluminum and copper, and this motor, and the other one's all clean aluminum. I try to make it as easy as possible for them, so everyone's happy. So it's hard when you have to start calculating this and organizing and separating metals at the yard. It's kind of frowned upon here in America to be separating your metals at the yard, so making it just really, really simple is the best way to go. See what we see what we do here. All right, now we're on the big scale. We're on the big scale. Oh, got the green light. Huh. This guy is parked sideways. That's kind of. Guess I park in the middle. It's my plan of attack here. This was a nice piece of wrought iron. At one point it was nice. There goes a nice vintage table. Ah. Alrighty, so that's gonna wrap it up for all the scrapping. I actually pinched a nerve in my neck trying to turn. I don't know, I was thinking I was picking up a microwave. I don't know, it dropped me for about 5 minutes. For light iron, currently $6 for every 100, 780 pounds, so that's all the stuff that I had in the back. There's 780 pounds, that's $46. For the non-ferrous metals, we had the one electric motor, and then we had a smaller motor like for a hand tool, and that was 24 pounds in total. It was 12 cents per pound, so it's $2.88. I would say that bigger motor is about $2 usually in scrap, just as is, because they usually weigh around 20 pounds. So $2.88 aluminum. We had 39 pounds of that. That was clean aluminum. That was all those gutters, this tote of aluminum, stuff like that. 39 pounds, it's 42 cents per pound. That's $16.38. Irony aluminum, those were those chairs, as well as that toilet, as well as that one toilet was 50 pounds total, 10 cents per pound. That's $5. And then a dirty copper. Can't really read that. It's 2 pounds, $2.75. We made a total of like $72.56. So, not a bad payout. 72 bucks. Always great to come out to the scrapyard. I didn't buy anything this time. There wasn't anything there. He had a bunch of, I think you can't buy license plates. They had a bunch of license plates, but they're all bent. And I noticed that whenever I come here, all the license plates are bent. And they're always just state of Pennsylvania ones, so it wouldn't be anything I'd want to resell or collect or keep. Just because there's so many Pennsylvania plates. In terms of the new ones, there's just so many out there. And yeah, that was that. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I should probably close that. Yeah. So 72 bucks. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you enjoy scrapping and you want to see more, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. As always, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace!